Well, I must say, that was rude. My router doesn't like me. It's okay, I don't like it either.
It's too cold!
But we are going to get back to working on this first base as long as I'm actually online. Is my video up? I can't even. Okay, cool. You can never tell, but I'm just going to trust that audio is coming through nowadays. It's come through every time before. So we're going to say we are live, and from there on, we're going to continue where we left off. In the last episode, we started this base. Now, I say that, but we mostly spent the entire episode looking for materials, finally getting back, putting together a room, finally putting down the row bed, being so excited to put some plants in, and then, error. I'm like, what? So if there's anything life will do, it will definitely fuck you while you're streaming. But besides that, I can't monitor comments at the moment, so if you comment, I'll be right back on top of it, try to backfeed, see what's up. We're just getting back. We're gonna get back into this. I planted some of the potatoes. I planted one of those awesome lantern trees. The lantern tree is nice because the amount of fruit that come off it is just substantial. There's so many that hang off it. It's not the best option individually, but there's just so many of them. You make up for quality with quantity. Where I'm normally a quality over quantity guy, this tree just not only looks nice, but does that for us. Yeah, no, well, not so much an error. No, so, Shadow, what did not happen is an error with Subnautica. Subnautica's still doing just fine. We're standing in the same room we were in, and Subnautica is doing amazing. What happened is my router, every now and then, living out here, likes to just be like, oh, hiccup. And just for like a whole 5-10 minutes, just whatever. And it's consistent. It's daily. And and everyone says, oh yeah, their routers do it too, so it's not really something I can complain about or fix, I guess. It's just something I have to accept living out here, but it's very inconvenient. So that'll be the biggest problem with the stream, is just episodes might get cut short, not based off my decision, but based off my router's decision. The greatest part about this game is it is pausable. A whole error happens, I just pause, like I did when it happened, and we get right back to it. So, we're literally standing in the exact same place. Now, we want to make some food, but we don't have a fabricator here. Making a fabricator. Let's check that out real quick. That's going to take a piece of gold that we don't have here, so we're taking a swim super quick over to our survival pod. And I think the first thing we need to do is find that piece of gold and get a fabricator made over here. We should then work on that medkit station. We can probably just repair the radio in this one for now. It's mostly quest related to go out and do stuff, so we could just use this one if we needed to. But eventually we're going to want one in our own base. I will admit that I'm setting up the base now in my head that it might all get torn down for resources and build to be better. I don't know about this quality of life update and how much it actually includes, but after everything is said and done, I might decide I want to reshape all of this. And my surface base, or my shallows base, is always my my biggest well-built base. The other ones kind of serve their purpose, do the job they need to do where they are. They're like substations for the environments, but the shallows base, that's home sweet home, baby. So we got some food. We've eaten. We need some water still, though. Alright, peepers. Because it's nice to have like a good place that is just doing the task you need to do. Eventually you'll have water purification here where hunting bladderfish, it will never be a thing. Food will kind of always be a thing you have to hunt for. I don't see a time where you won't have to hunt for food, but the better thing is later on when you get that heated knife, there isn't the like, okay, go back to base and use the fabricator to make cooked food. You just swipe the damn thing with a freaking heated knife and you have cooked food in front of you. And that will forever be useful. So. Now, I did build my base a little away from the pod, but always keep in mind your junk's position from the pod. Like, now that you have this is your indicator. Later on in special options, you'll be able to turn off certain markers. Like, I could make the life pod not visible right now, but I want it visible. In fact, I'm going to turn it from the blue that's a little hard to see to red. Red's a little easier to see in our watery environment, especially at night. we'll turn the signal to yellow because that's easier to see in the water as well. Because again, blue hues. But later on, if I wanted to set up my own marker for the base and then turn this one off, I wouldn't have too many things clouding up the area. Let's go find some gold. And Shadow, here's the ultimate testament, right? Like, I'm just jumping out, ready to jump in this water. Like, it's okay. It's just Subnautica. It's just the shallows. There are those things that you eventually, you don't take for granted, but you learn are safe. No matter what. I'm going to go store that, though, in my locker at my base, though, before death takes it from me. I don't think it could take a tablet from me, though. Like, let's think about this realistically. If death could take a tablet from you, and if you've played this game before, you know, that would fuck you so hard. Yeah, see, the orange is so much easier to see. You're that way, so base is actually way over here. I'm going the wrong way entirely. Find the nettle. We need to scan you. May as well scan. There's no reason not to. We're going to have a full awesome codex, and we're going to have a reading day where I'm going to go through and read all the PDAs that I've collected up to this point, and all of our awesome entries up to a point, because while I'm in the safe shallows, there's a lot of ambient crap I need to do. Everything else gets really stressful and scary. So I feel myself having a day where I'm like, you know what? Let's just chill. You know what's not chill? Not knowing where your base is. Sure as hell ain't no 100-something meters away, so I'm just going too far. It is exactly about 113. We'll call it 13. 13 is my lucky number. Oh, shit. I just saved a screenshot. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, so if you just click R3 now, it saves a screenshot. That is useful for coordinates. Like, now I can refer to that if I ever, like, was so stupid I couldn't find my base again. That did take a little bit longer than it should have, so you're welcome to have your judgments, but... Store all the stuff. Give me all the space that I need. Oh, shit. Or keeping some random ambient shit on me. We'll pull the titanium out because we're going to use titanium pretty quick, but we'll put this random shit away for now. And the purple tablet. Purple tablet needs to be safe, secure, in here. Maybe 2 of our med kits. Until I get multiple lockers and I have a better system for storage. That's what we got. This is what we got. Let's make a checklist. All the things we want in this room. We want a fabricator, so I can't pin it from here. So actually we need to go to our blueprint page. Oh, I just ate that rotten ass tomato seed. Or potato seed. I did not mean to. Well, it's a good thing I got some growing, because that was the biggest accident ever. I was trying to come over and start hitting eggs. Wow. Damn. Okay. Y'all get to experience a guy who, like, doesn't like to make mistakes. I'm kind of a perfectionist. I have this weird OCD, like, autistic. Well, okay. It's more like Asperger's. High functioning autism, whatever. But I get freaked out when I can't be the perfectionist that I want to be when it comes to gaming, so excuse me. Titanium ingot, power cell, and glass, lead, and okay, so a power cell is going to be the first thing we're going to have in our life to make that happen. But otherwise, I'm trying to look at a wall locker would be some titanium. I could go get a piece of quartz and make it like an actual good locker. Copper. We're going to pin this. I want to make a battery charger. Other things I absolutely want in this first room. Fuck it, we'll move the radio over. Just because we can. The fabricator. Let's pin that. And these things require gold, copper wire, and a wiring kit, though. The wiring kit we're going to go ahead and pin for memory that we need one of those. Oh, I love being able to play Subnautica with fucking pinning. This was not in the original game. This is a Subnautica below zero quality of life thing. And now that I can do it here, that's awesome. So we'll stick with that shopping list for now. And we'll add just more copper. We know wiring kit needs copper. We can handle that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, we're gonna need food, we're gonna need water. But we're hunting for gold. We're hunting for copper. We're hunting for 2 silver. Alright, which means we need to dip over into our deeper region that we discovered. Over here. And just kind of look about. We'll find limestone along the way, without a doubt, but we're going to want that sandstone. Look, some limestone already. It's just some more titanium. That's fine. That's kind of the expected thing to happen. Don't need salvage, don't have the space for it at the moment. I'll grab some of that because we're gonna need to make some food. Speaking of the food, there he is. Come back. Oh, you're so quick. No. Shit. Alright. We'll grab a less suspecting. Ah, fuck it.
30 seconds.
It is definitely a gonna. Oh shit, words. I didn't construct that sentence before I started to say it. I just read your comment. No, I will say, to return to what I call the Monarch, the large submarine versus the segmented submarine we had in Below Zero that can also like carry your prawn suit with it. That was nice, but I also have to say this: I love Below Zero, but it felt so small compared to this game that I didn't feel scared. Even though I didn't have my stasis rifle to like hold off the fiends, even the biggest, scariest one wasn't that scary to me, and I ended up like using my prawn suit with a grappling hook and a drill, rodeo, like grabbing onto that fucker and killing both of them. And
30 seconds.
Something that did piss me off though is they respawn. Unlike this game, if you kill something that is like only meant to exist, if there's only one in that area, like he is canonically there, and you kill it and won't respawn, fucking Below Zero is like, nah, we'll just respawn them when you come back. And you're like, what? That's bullshit. So my awesome endeavors in this game that led to comfort by not having to deal with that shit ever again. Second game was just like I did it and yeah, cool, you did it. That was it. I need some quartz. We're gonna grab you. Alright, so I need some sandstone, and that's where we gotta just kind of head deep. Hope for the best. Let's get some oxygen on the way. We're just gonna drift this way, away from pod. That should be away from the ship as well. We've got the radiation suit on, so radiation shouldn't be as big as a problem.
Calorie intake recommended.
Oh, we still gotta grab some peepers. Oh, we grabbed the peepers. We need to grab some bladderfish. That's what it is. Oh, early on, food and water consumption is a bitch. This is also why I think I made the first series more of a recorded series. I just played, and if anything significant happened, then I, oh, something's trying to bite me. Nice, 2 out of 3 on that. I was able to record significant moments, and I was able to do all of this just kind of ambiently, and I didn't make you all suffer through it. Now, because I'm streaming, you guys have to suffer through just the ambient BS, me wandering around looking for shit. And this can sometimes take literal hours. But I'm going to admit, I opened the stream back up. I started doing things because I wanted to be back in touch with just any kind of online community, especially the cool people that got in touch with me and became my friends, my followers. This is fun. I wanted to live a life where I got to play games and share with people tips and knowledge, and I'm not going to be that knowledgeable here. I can't even say that. Let's be humble. I wanted to be humble and say, like, no, I'm never going to be able to be knowledgeable here. But we all know that I've played the shit out of this game. I've platinumed it on its first playthrough. It's been so long that I don't exactly remember where everything is, and that's fun. That's the fair fun where I get to have the challenge brought back. But other than that, I do know the story. I do know what needs to be done. We need to get this done, kind of thing. And I'm going to be very safe about things.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I know, I'm looking for sandstone area. But this is fine, we're going to go up. I know, oxygen and water. Let's grab a bladderfish, let's get back to base.
Fluid intake immediately.
Actually, I need more copper than anything, but the silver does still come from the sandstone, so. I might risk it for the biscuit and go towards the Aurora now that I have the radiation suit. I might be able to grab some sandstone deposits that way. It's just if I do that, if I hear a roar, not a moan, not a roar, not your manatee shit, not your fucking reef bag shit. If I hear a roar, I've got to go. There's a certain apex predator around here called a Reaper. If you've never played Subnautica and you're watching me for the first time to get the experience, one, bless you, I appreciate you, that's awesome. If you've played this game and you're here to watch me suffer, I think I mentioned it before, good luck, I'm going to play it safe. And my safety tip is, a certain creature that if you can hear it roar, it hunts by sound. So if you can hear it, it can see, hypothetically, you. So, let's not do that without fucking up too hard. I still need a peeper. I didn't grab a peeper, so...
Vital signs stabilizing.
We need to jump outside and grab a peeper now. Battery on this is gonna die and it scares things away anyway. Like, fuck, we're gonna start taking damage from dehydration soon. This game can be so rough at first. You know what? No, let's go check on our base, on the way to the base. Maybe our melons are done, and if our melons are done, then we can eat those melons and get plenty of hydration, but we're still gonna try to grab fucking bladderfish. Fabricator is the most important bit, which only needs a piece of copper, so honestly we need to just look for a piece of limestone that gives us copper. We get that piece of copper, we can start making shit at our base and stop running around. Fuck. Alright. We got the bladderfish. Let's just head back to our actual place. We can make them. I don't give a fuck about oxygen. We got enough seconds to get to here. Woo! Subnautica could be so hard. Now, I can understand why this game has a initial, like, I will or I will not play this threshold. I can see people, even if you're not scared of water, you could start this game and just be like, nah, this is too much. Yo, welcome back. It's been a while indeed. I decided to pull the trigger and get back into this. This is the admission of, like, I fucked up by saying I was going to make a Jak and Daxter series that needed editing and such. I can't do that with the equipment I have right now, at least to the fullest, to make you guys appreciate it. I still got like over 100. Why did I just make a fire extinguisher? Oh well, we'll put it in storage. It can still be useful. But no, I love you guys, and I'm glad to be back. This is a game I love. I'll never say that I'm comfortable with it. I'm super uncomfortable with water and all this bullshit, but I wanted to come back and to have something to do to get you guys, you know, at least something. Ah, I made water. I'm trying. Ah, God, I'm taking the energy. We need more bladderfish. We need more water. Hopefully the melons back at the base are done. These may as well... That's empty. Can I pick it up? How do I pick it up? No. There it is. Sweet. So we get them picked up because they're empty. I emptied them out earlier. They're no longer floating around. I don't want them floating because while a lot of updates have happened, I don't want just random ticks, random things the game has to keep track of because it might lower my load times and my just performance in general. But for the most part, we're doing really good. This 2.0 is treating us well. Food and water's done. We can make a radio and put it in the other place. So we don't have to repair the radio for our pod. We can just build one in our base. Now when we do that, we're probably going to start getting transmissions. I say that because unfortunately it's not the greatest thing in the world. I used to call it the bad news box. Like there's nothing that comes from that box that's good. It's just the bad news box. But it will start pointing towards things like that. Endemic life and pods and escape pods and potentially survivors. So we want to look into that, right?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, we're good people. Oh, the melons were ready. Oh, I was supposed to swipe one. Shit. Okay, so I kind of messed up there. I'm supposed to take one, slice one with a melon. They are full grown, so it didn't make me go through the full grow process again. So what I do is swipe this melon, and I get seeds like a galore, and I can eat this one. So I got plenty of potatoes, so we'll eat one. We will eat the marble melon for some hydration and some food. We'll eat another potato. But then we can continue to pick these up. Like, this is awesome. See, this is, again, the grow bed. See, immediately it adds this quality of life of just sustainability. Plant 4 of those melons. Boom. And we'll consume that. Having a grow bed just makes life so nice. This is still going to make food. This is going to come back, and you saw how many potatoes just one plant made. And the melons reproduce in a substantial rate that allows the hydration to be a thing. Boom. It's all I need in the middle of this room to be happy. But we're going to do a lot more things to make ourselves even happier. I got 2 slots to get some scrap off me. Let's just get quartz and that off. We're going to go ahead and just make another wall locker. Why fuck around? We know we're going to need it, and we're going to use the hell out of it, so... Boom. It does let you contribute the materials over time, so if you didn't, say, have all the materials you needed, it'll just take a few from you, and that gets them out of your inventory. This game acknowledges the fact that, like, hey, you probably have too much stuff on you, and you want to get that off you, which is nice. So I'm going to, now that I have 2, try to start making some kind of spatial awareness and take, like, raw materials out of this one that I'm going to use for crafting. And leave, like, the weird ones in here. Med kits, ambient stuff. And use this one for more so all these raw materials that we're not just pocketing here and there. Holding on to the lubricant. That's fine. Alright. Ooh. The list still goes on and on. We can not make that radio because we still need... Okay, so we can pull materials out that we need to make it happen. We can now make our radio. Let's do that. But we don't have a fabricator in here. Fabricator needs a brain coral and a piece of gold. Let's go find that... Oh, shit. Piece of gold. I feel like the piece of gold, to get that going as well, will just be really important. And the brain coral sample we do have in here already. Oh, did we already use that, actually? Or is that still chilling at the other place? No, it's right here. So we need a piece of gold. I hate this shit. Sorry. Deep water and me don't get along. In fact, just shallow water and me don't get along. I don't even like the rain, a drop of water on my hand. But we gotta do what we gotta do. We're looking for sandstone because we need a piece of gold. I have been honestly good. Life is doing great. Me and my fiance are living a great life. Our house is paid for, or not, well, you know, our rent is paid very easily. Our jobs take care of that on all of our other external bills. Health-wise, I'm finally getting addressed the way I need to. If you watch the first episode way back, you'll hear that my dental has been approached. I've gotten some...
30 seconds.
I got... Oh, shit, I got 30 seconds. I got 3 teeth pulled in one sitting and many more to come, and just a dental plan. We've got a track we're going to take care of my teeth. And I finally got glasses. I needed glasses. If you watched my first Subnautica playthrough, just in general, you'll hear me complaining about not being able to see a lot. I can finally see. I've got glasses. I had really bad stigmatism that just wasn't addressed for my whole life, so now that that's been addressed, we're not doing so bad. It's gonna be hard as fuck to find sandstone, so we're gonna pop out that flashlight. Now, I've only got about 30 seconds, though.
30 seconds.
We still need copper and such, so we may as well try titanium. Time to go, time to go. Oh, 12 seconds to go that high? We may have fucked up. We may have fucked up. You have any battery left? Yeah. Right? Can't complain. And all of our luxuries in life, they're covered too. We do the things we want to do. We make the food we want to make. I can't complain at all. Life is doing really, really good. Take a piece of that. Shoopity-doo. Do-do-do-do. It's just one of those things too where I do apologize for my long leave of absence was mostly based not off life not doing good, life doing really good. It just life doing good can also mean very busy when it comes to work and responsibilities and other things. It just I just wasn't able to stream for a long time, and it wasn't that I lost the determination or like inspiration to do so. It was just that to put that time slot in where, okay, I cut myself off not from the real world like entirely, but I dedicate to being able to talk to a stream and do my thing without interruption. It's like, I keep saying it's like, we'll take that out of our vocabulary. Surely you know what I mean though. Like, to be able to take a few hours of your time at a time and be like, I'm not going to be interrupted by life at all. That's crazy. That's especially hard to do with just the way life works for me and everything nowadays. So But I still want to be here, and I still want to do this so bad. So while I gave myself the advantage by playing Subnautica again and giving me the advantage of having been here, I'm at a disadvantage entirely by I haven't streamed in a long time, so I'm nervous. I haven't played this game in a long time, so I'm nervous. This game is hard as fuck and wants to eat me alive, so I'm nervous. It plays on my phobias, so you guessed it, I'm nervous. But I love y'all, and I'm glad to be back. Freaky. Freefies! You're so pretty, stop being scary sounding. Oh, I'm going. Alright, so we're officially going to take the flashlight battery out. Because we don't need it. Put it in our Sea Glide. So Sea Glide can move. Hey, we're quick now. Let's try to get this sandstone harvesting done. Like, done. Like, I know I have the titanium, the copper, the gold, silver. But we're going to need another wiring kit and another copper. So let's just go find some copper. Which doesn't have to be around here. That can be in limestone even. Hey, see? And head back towards base. Freefies, you're beautiful. Stop being scary. Alright. Oh, hi, I'm glad you're not hostile.
Oxygen.
Hi, who's that? What do you want? Oh. It's just seaweed. Fuck, I do not like this shit at all. I'm not gonna lie, guys. You know. What we gotta do, to make progress. We caught a bladderfish. We're probably gonna need a couple more. So let's go ahead and put this away, just so they're not tripping out. Like, it's very hard to manipulate the right stick and grab these things because they both rely on the same digit. So we've transferred index finger to stick, middle finger to X. Let's see if we can catch a bladderfish easier this way. That shit's weird. Okay. Using a PlayStation controller is awesome in a lot of games for a lot of reasons, but when all of a sudden a very like a visual thing is needed to grab X with, it's like, damn it, I don't have both dexterities. Aha! Alright, we found our big tunnel. We're gonna take a note of where it is versus... Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Base is there, big tunnel's here. Don't be a dumbass anymore, Wicked. This thing has lots of resources in it. Thing is, it's kind of long, so if you get distracted picking up stuff for too long, you might end up suffocating.
Seek fluid intake.
Alright, so we're going to head to our actual base, our new base, and make a fabricator and do stuffy. You know what? I appreciate that because I call them Reefy for the same reason. Jacksepticeye is one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, and him playing this game is what got me through it. So I love that and I appreciate it. So you'll hear me calling Stalker Steve, and you know, Reefies and all kinds of things. He really is someone I try to echo with. Oh no, not rename. Renaming makes this weird thing happen. I don't need that. But I think this locker's full. No, this locker's pretty much empty. Don't want to stick anything there. Let's just make a fabricator. He really is. He's a good, wholesome, genuine person. It's inspiration to get on here and just kind of do it. Just do your thing, man. Alright, fabricator, let's see what we can do while we're here now. We can make our own awesome copper wire just to condense some inventory. We don't need to worry about making a fabricator, considering we already did that. We'll make a wiring kit, though, to make that battery recharger. Ooh, we're going to be spoiled now. And then... we actually have to go to the fabricator itself. Make a radio. As much as I really don't want to, we're going to go ahead and make that radio. Maybe. If I stop pulling the trigger to try to do it. Oh, the bad news box. Fabricator. We need water, sir. Thank you. Now we won't die of thirst, but we still have a lot of things to do. We need to go ahead and make that battery recharger, though. It's going to be pretty substantial. The thing is, once I plug that in and I actually try to recharge batteries on it, that one solar panel is not going to be enough to actually sustain that thing. It's going to die. So we need to get another solar panel probably made at least. And then other things. We're going to put the battery charger up here. Make some more room for maybe something to go like kind of... ah, shit. See? I keep doing it. Like underneath it. Like here area. Maybe like another locker here. Try to take advantage of space a little better. Again, all of these things are subject to move. So... battery charger. Put a dead battery on you. See where we go from there. Well, it's not killing everything, but we can now unpin the wiring kit and everything else that we have pinned. Just gotta get our screen a little cleaned up. Still need a locker, so we need some more titanium. We'll make an actual, like, big locker. But for now, the two wall lockers will do us justice. This thing is starting to make food. Oh, I can already grab some lantern fruit. That's nice. They're huge in your inventory, though. So. Alrighty. Shit. What else do we need in here besides a wall? We'll probably expand... based off how the outside looks. This way first. So one space off of the entrance will go this way first with a hallway. Maybe connect to another multi-purpose, go that way. We need to make an outdoor grow bed, some platforms. We need all kinds of things, but need is a kind of a strong word when you're already doing this well off. We will make another solar panel, which is going to require some more copper. Just to get us some more power, because power is going to become a constraint pretty early on. The bioreactor is going to be nice on top of the bioproducts we're already making with the grow bed, but you're going to need like kind of a whole room and some late game materials to get that going. The large room is going to require the plasteel ingots, so I'm going to have to acquire just a couple more things to make that. So this is kind of a temporary, just get us started base. And then obviously later on when I've got the plasteel ingots going, I'm going to make that new awesome large room that's been incorporated from, oh shit, breathe air, fuck, from Subnautica Below Zero. We also still need to make our really cool sea moth. Now that sea moth is going to be also tempting to go places we don't necessarily need to go. We can get there however we get there, but we're going to want it nonetheless. I found my battery charger parts laying around the salvage that's been pretty close around here. I haven't gone too much further than the shallows. The ones specifically that I found were near a wreckage site. If you give me a second, I'm going to end up probably circling around back to it. But if you line up my pod and the Aurora, not necessarily your pod, but if you're looking at the Aurora and you're coming off this back side here, there was a big salvage point. So not off this end. I'm going to head back over there too because I might find the sandstones and such I want. But just so you can see, there's a big piece of salvage. So if you find the big tube, my base is like right there. My pod's there, base is there, the big tube's here. Just past the big tube over this edge, there is a wreckage site. And in this big, huge wreckage site is where I was able to make some good early game progress, finding that battery charger, some sea moth parts. It's not over here in the kelp forest, it's more over here. So let's take a peek. I'm going to have my eye out for some resources, so if I stop along the way, don't mind me. But guys, right? Wasn't it like over right in this field? Like, you line up the, for me it was line up the Aurora and my pod and go this way, so forgive me. Okay, so it's a little more off to this side. I was gonna lead you in the wrong direction. So, like, okay, I got that coral that pops out, right? So if I get that to be kind of, like, lined up on the back half of it, my pod there, it's becoming nighttime, we're still fine. Ooh, I don't like nighttime, but, oh, hi, what's up, bud? If we head this way, there should be some big old wreckage. Is it past the vines? Man, I feel like I might be a little lost. But there was a huge wreckage that I was pretty sure was straight off a diagonal from me lining up my pod. I mean, I don't want to give you the half-ass, well, anyway, there's supposed to be some wreckage nearby, but... Ooh, I certainly didn't go down this deep. So there's some wreckage nearby. It's like a big half-moon, like, piece of wreckage stuck in the sand. I thought I had lined myself up earlier and found it, but... I mean, I know I did, but apparently I didn't get a good position on where it is. So, long-ass story short, like, to answer your question, the battery charger pieces were on some wreckage that I thought was closer by them. Apparently not. Appreciate you, Shadow. Do you? Always good having you. Okay, maybe the wreckage is near here. This looks familiar. Ah, shit. Anyway, so yeah, I found the pieces for it on some wreckage nearby, boss. But I need to find what I need to find. Which is, I think, just copper. I should pin my recipes. Just some copper. silver. Just the stuff.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Seconds.
Heard. So you can apparently find them at the back of the Aurora as well. I did not find mine there, but there's a crash zone at the back of the Aurora that'll do you favors. Based on the comments. Yeah, I'm honestly spending a lot of time looking around too, just trying to be on top of comments and everything as well. Something wants to bite me. So he's referring to like the Mesa Plateaus towards the back area over there. Should treat you well for that. I'm just gonna look around for some limestone now, get some copper.
New blueprint acquired.
So these plateaus over here have some wreckage near the back of the Aurora. We're gonna go take a peek. Looks about right. Could be where I found mine even. I'd say. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get back with what I got. We're still gonna find a couple pieces of copper along the way. Da, 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 da. Alright, so limestone. Titanium. We need to grab a few more pieces of copper, just in general, I think. Probably need going on. Probably one of these. Copper quartz. Yeah, we can make another solar panel with that. We'll just give ourselves some more power and go from there. Now, the next big step, I think, should be for us to make our Seamoth and really get exploration on the way. That's the big first step, honestly, to be able to go further than just your fins can take you. Thing is, once you have a Seamoth, you might attract bigger attention. So, we'll have to go safe places.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't want to fuck with the radio just yet. I don't think I was supposed to make that copper wire. fact, something tells me I was really not supposed to make that copper wire. Because I was supposed to make another solar panel, which requires a piece of copper ore. Ah. Oh. At least it's not like the worst thing in the world to have to go hunt down real quick. Just a piece of limestone around here. Not too hard. As long as that limestone yields the copper I need, but... Oh, it'll be so nice later. You get a tracker to help you track down certain types of stones and such. So these basic materials in the first area become very, very easy to gather. Yeah, this is definitely why I think I recorded my first series, like when interesting shit would happen, and I would take breaks and be like, "All right, guys, I'll let you know how this base goes." Now you all have to see the painstaking process that is searching around for materials. Woo. There's that piece of copper we need. Let's just go ahead and go to base with that. Make another solar panel. It'll have the power it needs to start doing a little bit more with that battery charger. We'll throw all of our dead batteries on it and go from there. Sea moth is our next real goal, but to do that we also need a mobile vehicle deployment. So mobile vehicle deployer is going to be the first step. Just stop by real quick. No, keep my metal salvage. That's not what I'm trying to do. Alright, that all stays. I think I need to make personal tools. The repair tool, cave sulfur. I can make this. I just haven't done it. I should probably do that. Stasis rifle. Laser cutter. Okay, still need some ingredients for that. But the repair tool I absolutely can make. I'm just being lazy about doing so. Because I don't need to repair the things in here if I've already made my own base. But to each his own kind of deal. Head back over to our actual base. Put another solar panel on it. And go from there. Let's see. The thing we want to make sure we have enough power for is if that battery charger starts having more than one battery on it, it could kill power to the whole base because it doesn't take much. Alright, that's 2 solar panels giving power to the base. Put food inside. I can pick up 2. Knife. 1? Maybe. I'm trying the knife one so that I can get the seeds off it, but there it is. There's just one will give you 4 seeds. You can eat the other 3 and be on your way, but that was a little difficult. Alright, fabricator. Turn that scrap to titanium. We're gonna need... take my charged battery. You can get the charged battery. You can get no battery. Alright, so we'll put that battery on the truck. That's all we got. We need to make another battery. Alright, plenty of space in this locker. Not so much plenty of space in this locker, but some space. Get all this out of our way. We have inventory space again. Let's take a look at our fabricator, see what we might want goal-wise. We want that outdoor planter. We want a scanner room. God, we do really need and want a lot of things. Wiring kit, we can make that titanium. So we can make the bioreactor now. It just need its own room to house itself in. Honestly, a lot. Now, to not bore everyone to death, I'm probably going to hop off in this stream here. I love you all. My last one got interrupted because of the internet error, and I really didn't want that to happen. But I at least wanted to come back and show, like, the true beginning of at least a starter base. I've given myself some storage, a fabricator, a radio, and battery charger, and all that. A place with sustainable food, but all of these walls are now susceptible to becoming hallways and doors to other rooms with many other cool things. The just ambient swimming around, though, to keep gathering copper, gold, silver, all of that is going to get very old very quickly. So, with that in mind, I will be back once I gather as much material as I can. The most you'll see is maybe some more lockers built to house said storage, but we're going to build it all together. We'll call that the cap end for today's adventures. Love you guys. We'll be back with this horrible and awesome experience soon. Later.